Hello, Scorpio. This is Gypsy Spirit here, ready to give you your tarot reading for the week of January 20th through the 27th, 2024. And I always say in the beginning of my readings that some of this may resonate, some of it may not. Whatever resonates, hang on to it if you wish, and what doesn't resonate, let it go. If you want your own personal reading, you can get that by visiting my website. I'll explain all that at the end of the video. Also, I'm using a different deck of tarot cards. Several months ago, my aunt and I were sitting in Barnes & Noble's having coffee, and she decided she wanted a tarot reading, and I did not have my cards with me. So she gave me some money, and I went and bought some cards, and they were very simple cards, and I've only read from them once or twice, and as I sat down to do my meditation before doing my readings, I felt led by Spirit to use these cards for these readings today. So here we are. Let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. Your cards are very interesting here. Let me just say, before I even get to the cards, I want to read, because I also pulled 3 oracle cards for you. Let me read you the first oracle card, which is the flower card, and it is the primrose, speaking about peer pressure. Don't let others coerce you into a decision. You know in your heart what the right choice is, but with that, you have the death card in reverse. So this really speaks volumes to me, because I feel like you're not really being true to yourself. There is somebody or a situation or event that's going on that you're not necessarily in agreement with, but you feel like you're being persuaded to go a certain way. And there's something in your life, behavior, thought pattern, or behavior pattern that you're needing to let go of. Some thoughts that have brought you pain, past events in your life that have brought pain and that you haven't been able to let go of. And it's because of that these this other situation that is in front of you is making you feel like you're being pressured into doing something or moving into a direction that you're not really sure about. I feel like in your heart you know different, but you're not being true to yourself, due to the fact that there's something in your world that you have not given up. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, perhaps maybe a relationship that you know that you don't need to be in, that you should be out of, but maybe the other person is trying to get you to stay, trying to keep you in the relationship. And in your heart, you need to let go. You know you need to let go, but you're not able to do that. Maybe out of some fear or something that has that's an energy that you've had for a long time, and you're not ready to let that fear go. With that being said, the Ace of Cups, the Cups is about healing. So, for many of you, I'm just really believing that this has something to do with a relationship. Maybe, a divorce or something. I remember when I was going through my divorce or had left my ex-husband, he begged me to stay, wanted me to come back, and I did come back one time, but knowing that I wasn't really happy. He tried to lay the guilt trip on me, that we had, our son and what I was doing to our son. And so I feel like for many of you that are going through this situation, a relationship breakup, or maybe a job situation that you're needing to remove yourself from, but you're being told, oh, you're not good enough, or you'll never make the kind of money, you'll never be happy, blah, blah, blah. But deep down inside, there's something tugging at you telling you that you will, but you're ignoring it because of maybe past mistakes that you made. So again, you've got to turn your thinking around and really learn to trust yourself. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is your next card. So now Cups is about healing, on spiritual love, emotions, healing the emotions, bringing in new love. But this is in reverse. So when you see the ace, it talks about clarity and new begin. Ace is about new beginnings. But again, it's like you're trapped in this situation. And the map card, your map card is goblins. Okay. That doesn't speak it. If that doesn't speak loud, then I don't know what does. So I feel like for you, Scorpio, that there is a situation in your life and you're being bogged down, or I don't want to use the word bullied, but you're being told or made to think that if you try to get out of the situation, that harm is going to come to you, or it's not going to be in your best interest. Whereas if you continue to stay in the situation, whether it be a job or a relationship, again, general reading, you pick your story. The Ace of Cups is telling me that you're not open to the healing, that you're not getting the clarity that you need because you're continuing to stay in that situation, and you've got to get out of it. Now, the good news is, as we get to the last card, we have the Chariot card, which I believe that you are going to turn this situation around in your favor. Start listening to your heart and listening to your spirit guides and following your truest desires. We have the Chariot card here, and it is upright. So I feel like you're willing to make a change in your life and step out of the prison box that you've been in for so long, maybe that somebody else has kept you in for a long time, or you've given your power over to somebody and let them keep you in this little prison box. But you're now willing to get out and let go of some of the things you need to let go of so that you can move forward and get what you need to get and find what you're looking for, following your heart to your true self and purpose. We also have the next card is the Angel card, and it is Ariel. Now, this is a very interesting card after looking at the other cards, because this card says new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. So that's why this is very interesting that this card is coming up, the Chariot card, because you have been listening to the goblins. The goblins are the people that are wanting to get you to do what they want you to do, or think the way you think, or think the way they think. And you're wanting clarity. You haven't been getting clarity for a long time. You haven't been getting healing, but now all of a sudden something is going to shift, and you're going to get on a different path. And it's through this new path that you're going to find new psychic and spiritual experiences that are going to help change the way you view yourself and in the world. I remember, I was talking about my marriage when I had left my husband. I had come from a very strong Christian background, and I knew the very day that I had asked my husband this particular question, I knew that my marriage was over. It was just a matter of time. I had gone to my husband and I asked him, because at the time we had a business. I had a little vintage clothing store, and he was on the back porch doing some grilling, and I went to him and I said, let me ask you something. Let's just say that there is a Muslim family. They're Muslim, and they have a business just like you and I. They have a mortgage. They're very good people. They take care of their family, blah, blah, blah. I said, you're going to tell me that they're going to hell because they don't believe in Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior? And the answer that my husband gave to me was the answer that I needed to help make me make the decision that I needed to make? And he said, yes, absolutely. They're going straight to hell because they don't believe in Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior. And I knew from that answer, we were going our separate ways because my spiritual views were beginning to shift, and I was beginning to see things in a whole different perspective. I was seeing the world in a whole different perspective, and even looking at myself in a different way. So this is really what I feel like is coming to you, Scorpio, is that something is going to trigger. I don't know what it is, in this relationship or job or whatever it is, but something is going to trigger, and you're just going to make a shift, and it's going to start changing your life. And that's why we're seeing here, and your angel is Ariel. So new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. I will tell you another story very quickly before I end this. When I was married, I I was so trapped in that church box, and a tarot or past life or anything like that was taboo. And I remember before my husband and I separated, I used to have these dreams, and in the dreams, my husband and I were buying a house, and the house on the outside looked really, really tiny. And now when you dream about a house, you're really dreaming about the temple, your body, you. But so we would buy this tiny house, or what looked like it was really tiny on the outside. And then we would move in, and I would find like that this house was way bigger than what it looked like on the outside. I would find these hidden hallways with these hidden doorways and everything. The house was just huge. And I continued to have those dreams for a very long time, even after we separated. And what I was seeing was, I don't have them anymore, of course, but what the universe was trying to help me with was to show me that I had so many spiritual gifts that I had been allowing the church and the Christianity to coerce me into thinking and believing their way. And I'm not saying that this is, your scenario. This was my story. So you've got a story here based on the cards that I've read for you. Think about it. What is it, or who or what is it that is coercing you to stay trapped? It's time for you to no longer listen or give energy to those goblins. And by doing that, because you've been giving your energy to these goblins, it's caused you to keep from giving up the things you need to give up, let go of what you need to let go of so that you can move forward. But again, because we have the Chariot card, you are going to be able to move forward. Something is going to snap, and you're going to start moving in a different direction. So I hope this helps. Again, if you want your own personal reading, all you got to do is go to my website that is listed in the box below, and it will tell you, once you go to the website, it'll tell you how to get your own personal reading. I look forward to seeing you next week. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to my videos, my channel, to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.